In these last 5 years that, or 5.5 years now that we have been working on this effort, one good thing that has happened to me is that I got to learn a lot as we have been working on this process, of course. And much of the learning has happened from a lot of people, but more so than anybody else from one person, that is Jay, who is here, whom I regard as my teacher, as my mentor in a lot of different ways. So thank you, Jay. Sure. It reminds me when I was driving in this morning, I was listening to something, and it said that when Thomas Edison was giving an interview once, somebody asked him that he had failed 25,000 different times of how to create a battery, and somebody asked him, so how does it feel to fail 20,000 or 25,000 different times? And he said that fail. I don't know anything about failing. Now I know 25,000 different times how to not to make a battery. What do you know? So when we guys over here on this side, everybody who comes here to DC every now and then to speak to the lawmakers, and we are continuing to wait for 10 years, 15 years, maybe 30 more. Maybe we may not be on this planet by the time we get our applications approved. It's tough. And I share that sentiment, and I know what that means. But it's a gradual process on the hill, and that is what we have experienced for the last 5 years. But we will not stop, as Jay said. We will continue to create awareness on this issue, because on a grander scale, it is not just about our own green cards. It is also about the advancement of mankind that we bring to the table, as our community does, of high-skilled immigrants to America. And that is the so very important force that is keeping this effort going. And we have other folks over here like Himanshu. He has his green card, but he continues to support the effort. Pradeep and others who continue to have this effort going. But of course, most importantly, the lawmakers who hear from all sides of this debate. But it's difficult to get things done here, and we understand that, and we only understand that when we come over here, and then we speak to them, and we speak to all the different views that are out there, all the competing views, and then after a while we realize, well, is it ever going to get done? But of course, as Jay said, we will not stop, because we know few more ways that it hasn't worked. So we will continue to be better at it. We will continue to petition the government for fixing these issues. And on that note, let me just also mention that the 370 meetings, they have not been easy for the members who are not lobbyists as such. I know that how it feels to work in a different environment as a biochemist, and then come over here on the hill and speak in a jargon that will be only understood by lawmakers and staff members who are also receptive of the ideas, but then the way things has to be explained is slightly different than what we are usually accustomed to. And when that connection is difficult to make, although we have compelling stories to tell, although we have legitimate issues to share, and the fixes that we are looking forward